everyone. Wolves fans, if you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming home games, visit the ticket booth or the ticket website for availability. If you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming home games,
don't forget to come out for our next promotional day. Fans will receive a free reusable Bulls grocery bag. Together, we can make a difference.
Our next giveaway is a big one, Chicago. It's Lovable Biggest Team T-shirt day. We'll have a shirt for every fan in the arena so we can all show our Lovable some love. See you there. And don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, the guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Giddey.
Set up, set up.
For Chicago, Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for White. And a change for the Timberwolves. MP's checked in for Edwards. There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. Pass to Smith. Here's Huerter. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
So we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP grew up in the Chicago area and was a star player in the Illinois high school system. I talked to him about those times, and he said I made a lot of great friends on those teams, guys that will be with me for the rest of my life. I love Chicago, and the relationships I have here are bigger than anything else. He's come a long way since his high school days. Let's send it back to you guys.
Yeah, I like his appreciation for Chicago. Thank you, D.A. That's great stuff. I'm sure MP's got a lot of fans in his hometown of Chicago, and in this crowd right now cheering him on.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket. Pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Now, Dosunmu, following the three-point attempt by MP. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Smith. The Bulls leading by 4. Huerter with it. Now defended by MP. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Giddey finds Smith. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 7th assist here tonight. MP, that's for 2. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Joe Ingles is out there with Edwards. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's MP in at shooting guard.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
No one near Herter as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They get it back. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Herter. 5 to shoot. MP, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
Now, Herter, following the three-point attempt by MP. For three, and Kevin Herter, good for three. Herter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Gobert, the pass to MP. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Timberwolves trail by 7. Edwards kicks to MP. From the arc, MP showing the range.
Performance on the offensive end.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Collins checked in for Jalen Smith. Dosunmu comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for... Making a change here. Buzelis is checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. MP's checked in.
Get outside, get outside.
1:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Randall dishes to MP. And it's White with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. To the middle, here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And at almost 7 feet, Buzelis is really tough to slow down. And when he's on, there's not much you can do.
And here's MP for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Randall passes to MP. 3-pointer. Whoa, MP showing off his long-range game.
From way out there, MP testing the limits of his range.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Dosunmu. Wide a screen. Dosunmu, the pass to White. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he
NBA confirmed. The officials will have 2 minutes to
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls out front, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our... Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And that concludes...
And if you're just joining... checked in for the Timberwolves. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Buzelis with the ball. Randall on him. Pass to White. Shoots from 12. Another one falls for Chicago.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The guard set is Giddey and White. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Giddey gets it to go.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach.
With the nice touch on the inside shot.